So, dear ladies and gentlemen, once again, good afternoon. My name is Stanislav Kraft. I'm from the Department of Geography, and my contribution will be different comparing with these presentations, because I'm not a didactics. I'm not a specialist in education science. However, I was asked by my colleague to prepare a short presentation about geography and STEM, because this relation between geography and STEM is a little bit complicated. We have heard many times geography in this conference. However, there was no geography at the plenary session, and there were colleagues with very brilliant presentations. However, there was no geography in it. So, I promise I will be very brief, because we are getting tired because it's Friday in the afternoon. So, what about my motivation? What is the relationship between geography and STEM? I think it's a little bit complicated, and that's why there are some questions on the beginning of my presentation. What is the relation between STEM and geography? Is geography a part of STEM education? There are many geographers in Czech environment. They say, no, we are not a part of STEM education. However, there are also many voices that say, yes, geography is undoubtedly a part of STEM education. How to connect geography with STEM education? What can geography offer to STEM education? And what are the most common topics for studying the relationship between geography and STEM? There are no answers in my presentation to these topics, but I have to say that these questions are very important, not only for me, but for the whole geographical society, for example, in the Czech Republic, because of these curricular reforms, current reforms within the Czech educational systems. So, I have prepared a few slides on the topic, what is geography? Because I'm convinced that there are my colleagues from the Department of Geography are students. However, to understand what is geography, it's a little bit complicated, because it's a very huge topic. So, this is my presentation for our students. And I always say geography as a scientific discipline, and it is in one of the oldest scientific disciplines in the world. Geographers sometimes say that it's called the mother. Geography is the mother of all sciences. I know that mathematics is the queen of sciences. However, thank you very much. However, we are mother. We don't know the father, but we are the mother of all sciences. No, I'm serious. Geography is very old activity, because people needed to map the environment and so on. The origin of the word geography consists of two Greek words, geos and graphein. And maybe that's the problem, because geos is earth and graphein is to describe. There is the problem, because at least in Czech educational system, geography on lower secondary schools and upper secondary schools is too much focused on regional geography, on describing regions, what is the capital, what is the top peak of the country, and so on. And this is really bad. And I can say that geography at universities is completely different. Geographers study the physical, environmental, social, and cultural aspects of the world. That's the difference comparing with other natural sciences, because geographers always say we are in the middle between natural sciences and social sciences. That's the main point of my presentation, and maybe one of the most important problems, how to integrate geography into STEM education. Because we are different. Our dean always said Department of Geography is different at our faculty, but generally we can say the whole discipline is different, not only our department. So, geography is the study of the earth and its features and so on. However, it is very important to say including human life. It means geography consists of natural science and social science, and this the integration of this, of nature and society. As I mentioned before, geographers are too focused especially on areal differentiation. It means our world is not even, it's strictly uneven, also in nature and society, and geographers are too focused on studying these differences, and this is the main focus of our discipline. I always use this picture of some landscape, and there are many processes how to understand of this and how to understand our society, our world, and so on. Because geography or the earth is very, very complicated, and to understand all of these processes, natural processes, but also the social processes, is really very complicated and very complex. Comparing with other natural sciences, geography is unique. It is. Geography, as I mentioned before, is in the middle of, is in the middle between natural and social sciences. And that's why, because I had a talk yesterday with Erin, and she said, yes, geography is a part of standardization, at least physical geography. However, that's the problem, because it's only one half of our geography. And there are many voices within Czech geography, or not only within Czech geography, within the world geography. They say there is only one geography, and it consists from nature and from society, nature and society. And we cannot divide one from the second part. That's why we always say it's significant that for geography and the study of geography is a significant interdisciplinarity and extraordinary complexity of the object and subject of the study. And we always say that we are using the holistic study of local, regional, national, and global problems. That's the other added value of geography, because the hierarchy of some processes and some phenomena are really very important. So, what's the complexity of geographical knowledge? We know that we are living on the Earth, and the Earth consists of many processes, of natural processes, but also from social processes. And the overall study of all these processes, and there are mutual relationships among them, and the overall study is the study of geography. So that's why we say we are different. We are different. We are using another approaches maybe how to study our main problems, and this is really very complex. My students know very well that I use this example how to describe the complexity of geographic knowledge. Aral Lake, I think that you have heard about Aral Lake. It's one of the global environmental disaster since 1960s. It's Aral Lake or Aral Sea between Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan in this area of Central Asia. There were two main water sources, the rivers Amudarya and Sirdarya. Until 1960, there were humans that they wanted to use the water from this river for plantation watering in this area. So that's why they destroyed these natural processes in this area to bring the water to another area. What is the impact? What is the impact of this change? This GIF shows the shrinking of the lake area since 1980s. Means the lake or the sea is shrinking, and there is less water and less water and less water. One of the most important and greatest disaster in this area of Central Asia. Of course, there are many scientific disciplines that study these problems and these processes. However, we always say that only geography is the complex approach. How to understand changes of the lake area fauna and flora changes, changes in water salinity, climate changes, and so on and so on. These changes are typical or impacts are of a natural origin. However, there are many very important impacts like loss of livelihood, economic changes in the whole area, in this whole region, which leads to migration of people from this area to cities. However, there are very many sad stories because these people has no education, they have no money and so on, and they are migrating to cities, especially in Kazakhstan, to the suburbs, and they are very poor and they are homeless and so on. What is very important that this approach is complex approach, or is an attempt to the complex approach, how to study changes on the earth. It means nature and society, and there are mutual relationships between or around them. So, or switch to the science education, or STEM education. We have heard many information, and we probably know what is STEM education. And the problem is, for geographers, that the science always consists of biology, chemistry, informatics, and physics. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. However, there is no mention about geography. Sometimes it is, sometimes no. Why? Because geography is maybe a little bit different compared with these typical natural sciences. So one of the important person in geographical education, John Karski, he says that geography is the silent G in STEM. Geography is the silent G in STEM because geography is maybe a little bit overlooked in this STEM education topics. However, he says that there are many STEM topics and they have the spatial nature. It means civil engineering, computer science, biology, physics, and so on. These phenomena are typical of spatial nature. They have some spatial attributes, they have patterns, relationships, trends, and they can be discovered by something called applied geography. So, and he also mentions that there are three main technologies in the 21st century: geotechnologies, nanotechnologies, and biotechnologies. And geography is, of course, focused on these geotechnologies. It's not my idea, or there are ideas of geographers and so on. One last point, my PhD student, Michal Staněk, is with us. He made a research on Web of Science, what is the relationship between geography and STEM education, and he developed some picture of the most relevant topics for the study of STEM and geography education, and at least two areas, these GIS, Geographic Information System, and spatial thinking, and also environment and sustainability are the most relevant topics for geography, or the relationship between geography and STEM education. Final remarks. The study of geography is holistic in nature. As I mentioned before, geography has always used integrated knowledge. Geography is based on integration of information from all natural and social sciences, like biology, like physics, like political science, like, demography and so on. Geography can significantly enrich STEM by adding spatial aspects to the problems we are studying. However, there are many geographers who avoid this problem because there is a fear of disintegration of geography. It means there is physical geography, and physical geography is maybe the discipline that can be added to STEM education. However, what about the human geography? There are many geographers, and we know them. They say, okay, no, we are not a part of STEM education. However, in my opinion, we are a part of STEM education. And also, geography teachers' attitudes towards STEM differ significantly. There are many teachers, they say, yes, we want to do some cooperation with my colleagues, including the STEM education. However, there are many geography teachers, they say, it's nothing for me because we are different. And so we can conclude my presentation with a problem that I begin with that, STEM's unclear attitudes toward geography. Thank you very much for your attention. So, there is some time for some space for your questions. I'm ready, hopefully, for your questions. Yes, Professor. It was my secret tip.
So you talked about the origins of geography connected to Earth. So where's the separation that you see between Earth and space sciences? So we seem to be a lot of analogous information and fields of study when you think about Mars and other planetary objects like that. Is that in a completely different category, or do you see that part of geography?
Thank you very much for this question. It's not so easy to answer, of course, because but maybe we can use the term in Czech it's krajina sféra. Maybe geosphere is the right term or right translation, and we say geography study the geosphere, and the geosphere is on the Earth, and it's the troposphere because there are some meteorological processes. They are important for the geosphere. However, what is about them is not geography. However, it's only some Czech point of view because the earth sciences are not so strictly delimited in many areas. However, yes, there are some relations, of course, but it's not so easy. But it's only my point of view, or maybe Czech version of what is geosphere and when it starts and where it ends. Thank you. Any other question? Yes.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. I'm very happy that I'm having a brother in the family. I came from the language teaching profession into STEM education, so I had that transition of trying to convince people how language is very close to STEM education. So now I see you are my sibling, so I'm very happy for that. However, I want you to clear my doubts. When you are looking at how geography would be connected to STEM education, it looks like in your talking you are saying there are some of the topics from geography that are not suitable. This is something that I don't believe. I believe like everything, if we take STEM education as an approach, we can STEM everything. This is what I believe. I don't know how do you come to that word is that okay, there should be specific geography topic that could fit into the STEM, and there could be some that don't fit. If you told me your criteria, I would be very happy.
Thank you. Yes, my opinion is based on a few discussions with my colleagues within geography, not only here but with many geographers in Central Europe, maybe, and they say yes, almost all geographical topics are within the concept of STEM education. However, there is the fear. There is the fear because of disintegration of geography and maybe erosion of geography. So they said, yes, we are a part of STEM. There is very great overlap. However, we have to say that geography is unique. Geography is maybe, it's a unique discipline, and we have to say that not from all geography is the part of STEM education. So it's complicated, and its development is maybe much more complicated. Okay, guys, thank you very much for being here. And do you have any information? Jo, tak to můžeš.